Morning.
Morning. Waiting for a couple more audio connections and then we'll go on the record. Mr. McFarland?
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, looks like everybody's here. Shannon, put us on the record. This is the matter of Russ versus Russ. Mr. White represents Mr. Russ, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
David McFarland represents Ms. Russ, and both parties are also present. Okay, someone remind me what this evidentiary dispute is over.
This is a motion that's been pending for almost a year now for to reduce spousal support, Your Honor.
Okay,
And Your Honor, I had filed a motion as well to enforce the judgment of divorce.
all right, so I assume, Mr. White, we will proceed with your proofs first.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything preliminary, gentlemen?
No, Peter has some documents that'll probably end up being his exhibits, but they were emailed to him ahead of time.
Yes, I have a sheaf of documents here in the file. Okay.
Your Honor, I did not receive any documents other than those attached to Mr. White's original petition.
They were sent to you this morning at 7:52 a.m. and not turned back. It was sent to Peter and to you and to Joe Russ, 7:52 a.m.
Oh, okay. I have not then shown them to my client. I did not know that they were sent so close to the hearing.
Did you find them?
It's downloading now, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, I do have them at this point.
Okay, let's proceed. Mr. Russ, would you raise your right hand, please? You do swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, I did.
You can put your hand down, state your full name for the record.
Joseph Oliver Russ Jr.
Go ahead, Mr. White.
Thank you. Mr. Russ, where are you employed?
Consumers Energy,
And how long have you been employed there?
going on 8 years.
Do you recall the divorce trial we had back in September of 2018?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the testimony at that time that your base income was $110,331 and there was overtime of $36,864? Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, sir.
Was that accurate at the time?
As to what I was gonna make, no.
Well, that's what your income showed, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay. So has something happened since then that, well, strike that. Obviously you had 30% of your gross income appeared to be about overtime. Has that changed since the judgment of divorce was entered?
Yes, sir. They've slowly been cutting back. Even this year coming up, they've got a schedule out and it's being reduced.
We filed this almost a year ago, and for no fault of yours, this has been kind of kicked around. When we filed this in 2020, what had happened to your 2019 income, Mr. Ross?
I did not make anywhere near what was projected to be made.
And what was the reason for that?
Well, so I don't get overtime all year round. I mean, it's just a short period during the summer when we work the majority of our overtime. A lot of the months, either I have a couple weeks laid off or we're only on a 40-hour-a-week schedule.
Your Honor, you should have a 2019 W-2 for Mr. Russ that was sent to Peter. Do you have that?
I do.
I would ask that that be marked as proposed Exhibit 1.
As long as we're marking, should I mark the 2020 as proposed Exhibit 2?
Yes, please.
And this is probably a year-to-date pay stub.
It is, Your Honor.
That-
If you can-
All right, we'll mark them 1, 2, and 3.
Mr. Russ, you forwarded a 2019 W-2 that showed your Social Security wages of $118,657.22. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yes, sir.
Now that appears to have substantially less overtime. Was it simply in 2019 the company not giving overtime, or were there some other issues that existed as well?
No, sir. It's just, like I said, the nature of our business. Our employees are off 6 to 8 weeks during the winter because of the agreement they have for the workforce. So the planning stages, the guys are off. I'm only getting 40 hours a week, usually up through late March, early April, and then the overtime picks up gradually. And then, of course, towards the end of the year, winter comes on and it starts falling off as we finish our work year.
I would move for the admission of proposed Exhibit 1, Your Honor.
I actually, we marked them alphabetically, which is what I normally do with defense exhibits. So
A.
we marked the 2019 as A. Any objection?
Your Honor, is there any way I could, well, I would like to at least let my client know what these documents say, because I just received them a few minutes ago.
Would you?
I don't know how to do this with
would
Zoom
you-
technology, I'll be honest with you.
I can put you into a breakout room where you can have a confidential conversation with your client. Would you like me to do that?
Please, Your Honor.
All right, and just when you're finished, just come back in. In the meantime, I'm going to take us off the record.
Yes, Your Honor, is there a notice that should go to me, or?
I haven't hit the button yet, but yes, you'll both
Okay, I
get a
apologize.
command.
I'm sorry.
You should have something on your screen now. Well, you're still here. Something's not working right. Oh, there we go. Ma'am, you have to make a selection on your screen. Did you see something pop up for you?
I see where it says not now or join.
Join.